Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Pow, 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 pow. Just here for another gist. Waiting, hopefully, others will join us. Okay. Let's see if others join us. Hi, guys. Please say hi. Hi, hi, hi. Once you come in, let's check the chats, all messages. Please like and share as you come in, and let's get talking about the topic on ground. Let's get talking. I've scheduled this live since I think since about 2 or 3 days ago. I was really not sure if I wanted to talk about it. Obviously, other topics came on, and I was like, "Oh, I better come talk about it." So here we are. Hello, lovely Hammy Reacts. How are you? How's your day? So this is like I've really unlisted this topic and then put it back on again because I was like, oh, Chivido 2024 is still raining. Let's talk about it. I think it was maybe a few hours after Davido's wedding, I saw a post about a post. Someone was like, should should brands or should I'm very well, thank you. I mean, thank you so much. Should businesses that were consulted to do all of the running, like obviously the decorator, the fashion designer, should they be sharing photography or cinematography of events before the clients that gave them the job? So let's say, for instance, in the coming up to Davido's wedding, I don't think I heard that info of him getting married until maybe 3 or 4 days before the actual day. And then he released his pre-wedding photos a day or two before his wedding. So in that instance, you wouldn't expect, is it normal for the photographer to release the videos or snapshot behind the photography before the video released it? So that's kind of like what the argument is. So the guy was like, vendors should be released, should vendors be sharing cinematography of events before the celebrants themselves shared it? So that's the discussion. Hello, Stephanie Gaming. They shouldn't have allowed the phone to the venue. Exactly. Well, there'll be. I don't think people will agree with that because they'll be like, "Oh, they're adults anyways, so why would they not like allow people their phone?" I've seen some events whereby once you are coming in, there's a bucket, you and a pouch. So you put your phone in the pouch and they put your name in it. So which means you don't take your phone into the venue. Amiria said, no, vendors don't have that right except the client permits them. Okay. And I'm sure Amiria, you are much learned in this field because this is your field. You are quite, you are quite conversant in this area. And Stephanie said, it is done in celebrities' wedding. Okay. So, because that guy was like, I'm sure I've heard this gist on the street of YT before, where there was an argument or a discussion whereby should vendors be sharing information before the celebrant do. I mean, in my own, okay, if for me, if I were to be getting married, I wouldn't want my videos out. I wouldn't want anybody to share my videos until before me. Same thing goes for my photographies. I wouldn't want anybody else to share the photos until I do so myself. So, and I was just like, okay. So same thing with content creators as well. Obviously, with the rundown to Davido's wedding, I think there were some other skit makers that got invites, and people were like, "Oh, make sure as you are going now, make sure you are giving us back-to-back content." And I was like, "Somebody's going there to enjoy, like, celebrate with somebody and you guys are like, for the fact that he got an invite, that he should give them back to back. It was funny, but guys, let me know what your thoughts, our opinions are. Because I know that, I mean, I've been to Igbo weddings and they rarely take photos or videos. They rarely do. Obviously, because there's a photographer that's been, that the celebrant already have, who's taking all the photos and all of the jazz. So it's only like maybe African events that I've seen that everybody and their grandmama, they are filming you whether you like it or not. So in Davido's event, I would have thought that in terms of cinematography and stuff, they would have been strict with that, with the fact that he did not share his pre-wedding photos until maybe a day or two before his wedding, and I don't think anybody shared anything about those videos until after the video did. Ami React said the video was super nice to allow them promote their business using his wedding, even tag them. Yes, so I've been seeing a lot of posts on his page where he's tagging all of the businesses. But in this regard, would it have made sense if those brands or those vendors were sharing snippets from his event before he started tagging them? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there, Amy. So let's say, for instance, the pepper soup. I think there's a brand called the pepper soup something something. So on that day, I'm sure there were clips of the pepper soup at the stand where they were. So this person was already, advertising their stand. And we all know that that was the video because there was this hashtag Chivido in a post. So in that regard, Davido has not already posted his brand, but this brand is already advertising themselves that they were at the venue. So, it seems like a dicey discussion, but a celebrity tagging you means a lot to your business. Absolutely, absolutely. It's conversant with celebrity weddings, just like Sharon Oja's wedding today. Yes, yes. But with Sharon Oja's wedding, there was not a lot of postages or postings from like content creators, amiable people, as compared to Davido's. Like with Davido's, Tunde Ednut was the number one, posting stuff. Obviously his excuse would be like it's giving coverage for people who are not able to attend. But in terms of vendors and content creators posting cinematography of an event, I wouldn't want them to post any of my cinematography of any of my events if maybe it's in a contract with the vendors that okay, we're going to be posting this, or maybe a snippet of your event, But yeah, Emmy said vendors lose their manners once it comes to service. That's the talk. That is it, because I was already seeing a lot of brands like the pepper soup something something. They were there, and what other there were a lot of apropos like gossip pages who had their own cinematography as well. And I was just like, okay, for the fact that it's a high class celebrity wedding, you will have thought that okay, no, you guys drop your phone at the door. Use or not taking your phone into the event. Ami said, I wish there was a link I would have explained. Hey, yeah, I should have gone to. I'm just testing this new Wi-Fi that I just got for my phone now. I didn't realize people were gonna come on. Maybe we'll do this on another show. Maybe we'll do this on another show. So I would imagine that if it was like a big bird, big celebrated event, there'll probably be a contract. A contract that will say you can't post anything from my event until I do, or maybe it's giving them the permission to do so. Obviously, because the free-minded person is allowed them to, do that with the hope that it's going to give their brand exposure. Because on that same day, I think there was another channel here on YouTube as well who was kind of like broadcasting the wedding live, and I was like, okay, this is the kind of wedding that you give everything to one particular news or magazine, gossip magazine. Let's say Ovation, for instance. Ovation will have the sole right to take photos, to do all of those things, because you don't want any other person to have a first-hand view of your event. Meanwhile, that way, celebrities or people who have that event also make money through that venue, whereby the magazine or the media house that covers them will pay them because they are pretty much they own the rights to all of the wedding event, like the photos and the videos. So which means that if you're going to take all of those things at my event, you're going to pay me for it. Here in abroad, they do it a lot. They're like a certain magazine or a certain news channel is going to be covering that event, and the celebrants gets paid some hard cash, which means that that magazine is the only person who has the sole right to cover that event. So yeah, that's just the topic for this evening that I thought we should rub minds together with. We should rub minds together with, and there's been a lot of narratives going on in regards to Davido's wedding as well. People will not rest. Like Chivido, 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 Chivido. It's been widely spoken about wedding. It was good. I enjoyed every aspect of it, but people won't stop talking. Emirak said David tried carrying people along. If he had his way, the wedding would have been open to everyone. Absolutely, absolutely, I agree with you. I just feel he wanted to carry his fans, 30 billion gangs along. It wasn't much about making money from it. Absolutely, yeah, I get you. I actually understand that aspect there. So yeah, I was just thinking, because I just saw that guy was talking to me like, should vendors be at the wedding? The window posted videos. Before we know it, it's all over social media. I guess this wedding we have been waiting for. Netizens have been waiting for this wedding for for a very long time. Like, when is it going to make it happen? When is it going to make it happen? And now people are already asking about the white wedding. Like, when is it going to be? And I'm sure I drop a comment for that person that I foresee a Caribbean wedding. Is probably going to be a Caribbean white wedding. I don't think the white wedding is going to be holding in Nigeria, and I don't think there's plans for white wedding or something. But what do we know? Yeah, so I guess people have been waiting for a very long time for this wedding, and he has done right by her. However, there's been a lot of prophecies, lots of Jehovah. What is it? Emmy said is a destination wedding. Exactly. I see. My mind tells me it's going to be a destination white wedding. It's going to be a destination white wedding for the fact that they did that traditional marriage in Nigeria where everybody came. So I would imagine Shoma would have loved a destination wedding where it's just like close family, loves people around them rather than Agberos. When I'm talking about Agbero that was there, we all know who the Agbero, that attended. Amy said that's why many of them are so sad in reality. Imagine saying the wedding is a trap. Exactly. You know what? At some point, I was feeling like, Chioma, can you pass the conversier? Like, pass the conversier. Like, only you pass the conversier that, what? Nobody prays to go into a marriage and not be happy, or nobody just goes into a wedding with the thought that it's not going to last. However, I just felt like, obviously, because of the drama that has followed Davido, I mean, drama was still following him up until like few days before that day, and you'll have thought that okay, he's getting married. And see that day, it was really really jovial, and I was just like, is this a joke to this guy? Because it was like they were chatting away, and at some point I'm like, this guy is high, he's drunk, he's high on something, because I've never seen a groom on his wedding day act exactly the way Davido acted on that day. It was like, everybody he sees is chatting them up, is hugging them, is doing this, and I'm like, hold on, is this guy okay? But then, just like I was saying, there was a lot of drama that kind of like happened right on before D-Day, and you will have thought that okay, yeah, so people have opinions, but then since all of this drama surrounding Davido has been happening, Chioma has not come out to say a word. I wish I could have such humility. Me, 1% of humility that Chioma has. I don't have it though. I must be honest, I don't have it. Amy said, don't mind those seers. Now only celebrity then they see. Exactly. I was just going to say that. Oh, even this Sharon wedding here, 2 months dating, three ex-wives. Exactly. So I was reading that as well. That that the guy is getting married to has been married 3 times, and they've only just met in a pace of 2 months, and then they are married. Like that one, let me just zip my mouth because I really don't know a lot about those couple. I only just know about the fact that I think there's this Lollywood actress, Bisola or something. She's the one who has been, and I love the fact that she's right behind her. So obviously, I think it was Stella Demo Cocos or something that came out to say that that the guy has been married 3 times, and obviously Sharon's first wedding, and people don't tend to date for a very long time nowadays, and I often wondered why, because they've only been dating for like just like Ami said, yeah, 2 months dating, three ex-wives, and then like why the rush? Why the rush? Well, I'm praying and hoping that their wedding their wedding lasts long. But in Chiama's case, obviously, according to Davido said he's been dating her for a very long time. Even though he's been dating her for a very long time, he still went on to have like four babies or how many babies while he was still with her. And like I said, that the kind of humility or the kind of peace or calmness that Chioma has got, trust me, I don't have 1% of it. Because for me, I will have jackpot my load, walk out with my two legs. I won't let anybody pause and sign for my gari. Ami said, no be only Chioma married the fear people, even the Sharon one. I pray God keep them. Well, I pray God keep them. See, in Chioma and Davido's wedding, I foresee them lasting for a very long time. Just like people have said that, Chioma she's very, very calm, she's cool headed. However, I saw a post that you guys only see Chioma outside. That people only see Chioma outside. Do you know what she's capable of if she decides to open her eye and put her feet down? That do we know what she's capable of? So that we should not just not say because outside she's sweet, she's this, but do you know what she's capable of? So without being said, the only thing we can do, they are hooked now, they are married now. The fact that they both went ahead and decided to solemnize it, all we can wish them is to get better. Just like I can't remember what she was, it Choice TV show that we were talking about marriage. Marriage is not easy. Me that I'm sitting here, I will not sugarcoat it to you at all. There have been several times I woke up one day and I feel like I want to pack my bags. Like how am I with this man? This happened several times and I'm not a saint. Okay, I'm not a saint, even though it's been 19 years with my husband. But at times, if any yawa gas, I'm like, no, I'm packing my bag, I'm leaving. Okay. Ami said, Amen. I really love them together. Marriage is not easy. It's not a bed of roses at all. Like, it's like two different people coming together. And in this Sharon's own, like Amy said, that they've only been dating for like 2 months, and this guy's been married 3 times before, and this is her first husband. I just pray things, things work better for them because marriage is not easy. And at some point, some people go ahead to have babies and think that the children they're having is going to make the marriage longer. Like, come, the having babies in a relationship or in a marriage that both of you are like cat and mouse every day. A baby is not going to keep that marriage. A baby is not going to keep a man who wants to leave, and a baby is not going to keep a woman who wants to leave as well. So there's so many aspects, so many spices, so many ingredients that makes marriage work. And the most important thing, even though people don't want to hear it, is that there is no love without money. Even Davido sang it that what's that song? Something something money makes wedding, whatever, whatever. Like money, love without money or love without money is nothing, you know. I mean say at times you start out exactly exactly like I will just wake up one morning and I will like, why have I take all of this man's extra like necessities, like how have I sat down all these years and take all of this mess from him. And then when I'm talking he will just be like what do you even call yourself? And I'm like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's me that put myself so low and followed you when there are other people, other kind of talk here. There have been times like that I feel like I've had enough, I'm out. And then at times you're like, okay, if you decide to go now, they said the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. How do they put that in English? Yeah, when money enter love, love is sweeter. That's the word. David already sang. So we all know it is not just about love alone. Not be only love alone. Okay. Money plays a huge role in a relationship. It's not just marriage alone. And I've got two younger sisters, they are both in their 30s. They are not married yet. And I'm not forcing them. I'm not forcing them. I've asked them, come, you don't have to get married the age me I got married though. Okay? Because if I were to start again, trust me, if your account balance is not a certain amount, trust me, no, you need to go work harder and then come back. So most times my sisters are like, my dad has been that. I'm like, well, sis, don't take your time. And then I won't keep you guys I won't keep you guys there for a very long time because I don't think it's a lot more to discuss in this aspect. So my parting word would be that obviously Chioma and Davido now they are married now. So we pray that nothing puts asunder in between them, and we also pray that Mr. We pray that Davido keep his dangling cucumber in one place. If he keeps that and stay out of trouble, I would believe that it will be fine, you know. And I want to believe that I want to believe that he's just not going into marry because his families or Chima's family are expecting him to wife Chima. I'm hoping that he has gone into it with the hope of staying faithful to her. It's a different case being faithful. It's a different case respecting her as well. Because if you keep going about doing all those shenanigans, anyhow people can talk to your wife anyhow, you know. So I'm hoping that he's gone into marriage with the hope of keeping it sacred, because marriage has to be sacred. Okay. And for Sharon, I also, and for her, I just pray she manages, because this is her first marriage. As I let him keep his kokoro in his inside his exile, let him keep it there. He should stop wandering everywhere. Okay. He's sampled enough. And at some point when they got married, I was like, well, looking at it, they are both young. Look at what's his name? Um, what's his name? That this guy, not the bunch. I can't even remember the boss of the Marvin group. What's this guy's name? I can't remember his name now. Look at him at his age. He was once married. Obviously, he was quite young when he got married, but still, it's still not married. They are young. Go Chema is exactly. That's why I said, you know, yes, Don Jazzy. Look at Don Jazzy at his age with all his money. He was once married. Obviously, he was very young. He was once married, but look at his age now. He's not married. So in a way, I believe that Davido and Chema, they are both young, and especially Davido, he still got playboy spirit in his mind. He still got playboy spirit in his body. So the chance of him not playing away, well, let's hope that now that he's hooked, that he will keep his wandering cucumber in one place. Because if he's able to do that, I'm hoping that the love Chioma has for him will continue to wax stronger, you know. And now they've got kids among them, I mean, between them. They should focus on their kids. He should focus on his business and, you know, keep going back to the woman who stood with him when everything seems like it was not going to be possible anymore. And with the Sharon as well, like I said, I'm hoping our marriage works. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping that she will not be labeled wife number 4, and people will start counting husband number 1 for her. Because just like Amy said, that they've only been dating for, like, you know, 2 months. I think that's too quick. I wouldn't want any of my daughters to bring a man home telling me after 2 months that they want to get married. I will show him the door. Like, no, there's no way both of you will have learned or know more about each other. Okay. Don Jazzy, I don't think he will want to marry. That one no go marry. If he keep partner, maybe a long-term partner, okay, but say make him get hooked. I don't think that guy go do am. Even older men are still wondering, you know. You know what? It's you know, also I was gonna say that with men, okay, I think maybe that this should be in another topic, we should do this in another video where we're going to talk about how quick it is for men who have been married multiple times and divorced get married easily. Like they could easily grab a young girl, they could easily grab a spinster, you know, and you know, hook up and get married again, as compared to a woman who's divorced, you know. I think we should probably do that video and, you know, and have a conversation. Hello, Timiola, sexy warrior, how are you? I don't think Jazzy is married, but no camera, low key. There's an old news that he was once married when he was very young, and it's been alleged that maybe that marriage produced a son. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure I saw a gossip like that. So right now he is not married, and I don't think that big girl is going to marry because he can easily have a big babe anytime he wants it. And I'm sure there's lots of big babes frolicking around him anyways. So I don't think he's going to ever get married. But yeah, we're just talking about the fact that should vendors and content creators post official cinematography of an event, you know, just like the video where everybody and their generation were there, you know, today had not had an official, you know, updating us and stuff like that. All right, Amy, I'll be rounding off soon. I just want to be here for half an hour, and then because I just got myself a new SIM card in my holiday destination so that I'll be able to do a couple of lives before I get back to the UK. So yeah, so these people are married now. I just hope that they keep their wandering pricks in. And I think I'm going to come back here. We could have a discussion as to why, society often frowns at a woman who's been married once before, and then if she decides to remarry again, the society's like on her, as compared to a man who's been married 3 times and then is was still able to grab himself a woman who was never been married. Hello, Abby Crystal. The truth is that it's better to date at least 6 months, but it depends on the situation. But these ones, they've 2 months. I don't think they know each other well to be married in 2 months. The truth is that it's better to date at least 6 months, but it depends on the situation. Exactly. I think 2 months is too quick. It's too quick. Like, when do they start doing the do? For him to now propose, and then all of that, like, how do you know his friends at all? Have you gotten to meet his family, to get to know them? All of those things take time. I know you don't necessarily have to know his family 1000%, but at least know what they're like, though, what they prefer, what they like, how welcoming are they to you, stuff like that. As a Yoruba girl that I am, if I go to any husband to be house and somebody is looking at me funny, omo, I go pack my bag. Oh. I will dust my slippers, like, okay, especially from the husband side. If I go to your house and they're looking at me funny, I won't feel comfortable, okay? And 2 months is just not enough to like someone enough to, like, get married. But like I said, they are now oaks now, where they are married now. I just pray that their union lasts. Okay, I pray that union lasts. And like I said, I'm surprised that, for a man who's been married 3 times, able to grab a beautiful chick like that, a beautiful chick who's never been married before, able to grab her, like, that man must be must be or maybe there's some attributes in him that she's seen and she felt like, okay, that's the man. But then, is 2 months enough to study such attributes in a man? Like, this is another man from another family, somebody that you did not know at all. Like, you're not even done studying your own family, your own relatives, not to talk of someone like an outsider that you actually miss. Like, when did they start doing the do? And then getting married. So they are married now, and all we can pray is that they've decided to go through that process, to formalize it. And I hope that, whatever it is that they both found in each other continues to keep them stronger, because marriage is not a bed of roses. Like me, that I'm sitting here, I've been married for 19 years, and like I said, there are days like wake up and I'm like, what am I doing here? I need to pack my bags. I'm tired. I need off. Like, oh, or it's time to look out for somebody else. Thoughts like that happens, and it's normal to feel that way. Okay, so yeah. With that being said, I don't think I've got any comments here. I don't think I've got any comment that I need to address here. So we're just talking about that, and obviously, I love the fact that Davido, after his marriage, is tagging all the brands that were at his event, tagging them, giving them the shout outs, and I think that's a good thing from his end as well. And yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna do my goodbyes now, so I can reserve this Wi-Fi so that when I come tomorrow, I will have a stable network for my lives. So thank you so much to each and every one of you who have joined me. And lastly, just before I go, I'm still talking about selling an Afiba. So obviously there's been a lot of updates. Okay, there's been a lot of updates. And Abby said, wow, that's good. We need to learn from you, because it's not easy to stay married. It's not though. It's not like um it just like, in a marriage, one has to be, for me, I'm fierce and I am stubborn. Okay, as an Njebu girl that I am, I have all the attributes of a very stubborn Njebu girl. Okay, and my husband, on the other hand, is calm, is cool-headed. Like, when it comes to argument, he won't argue with you, because he just can't be bothered to waste his saliva arguing. He will just, waka. And me, will leave me to rant. Me, that I am ranting. By the time I realize that the person I'm ranting with is not there, nobody will tell me to stop. So that's just how it is, and it's all right for people to be that way, because both of you cannot. My husband cannot be like me, okay? Because if my husband has the same behavior that me I have, hey, now gbas goes with both of us. every day. So it's good for one person to be calm, and it's not a bad thing for one person to be, hyper. So that way, whenever the other one is hyper, it's always good for the one that is calm to, make an exit, which he has always done. Like I said, I'm a very fair, I'm stubborn. That's one attribute that if you tell me to my face, I won't argue, I won't pull you up for it because I know that's me. But then, with that being said, 19 years, 5 kids, we are doing great. Don't get me wrong, there are times where like, in the house, I don't talk of like, I will not talk to him. Me, I love keeping malice, I won't lie. I will not talk to him like, no, you do that to me, you do that to me, person that's supposed to have my back, you do that to me, all those kind of argument. But yeah, we are still standing. Anyway, guys, let me go now, and thank you so much to each and every one of you who have watched me. If you're watching this live again, my name is Wemimo, and I remain that mom of five, and there's lots of content on my channel to keep you busy. If you're following the Selling and Afiba case, the case of the missing girls in Nigeria, I'm pretty much still talking about them, and I'm going to keep talking about them till the Nigerian police comes out to let us know what happened to these girls. And also, all the best to Davido 2024. I'm hoping that their union lasts long and they live happily ever after. And also to Sharon Oja as well. I'm hoping and praying that our union with her husband lasts long as well, that nothing puts asunder in between them. And for those of you who are looking to get hooked, I pray that it is your own ribs that you will carry. You will not carry another woman's rib. You will not carry another man's rib, okay? And those of us that we are in the marriage, let's pray that it continues to sweet us. It continues to sweet us where we say we no go see anything for us, we go talk, say make we carry our leg come off our husband house. So that's where I'm going to hang the this evening's live, and hopefully I shall see you in my next live. All right, and have an awesome weekend wherever you are. So I'm 2 hours ahead of you guys in the UK and Nigeria now. So I'm enjoying my holiday here. Okay. Okay, let me rub it. Let me show off. And I hope to see you guys later. All right. Bye.